best thing on her. I don't know why you can put me down. Shit, I am the shit.
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This is my city, yeah, this is my team. If you talking and talking me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, champion. The game is in trouble, I've been in my depth for the piece of the puzzle, I got it for real. Still keep me going, I wake up and hustle, you won't see me buckle, I've been in the field. Man of the town, you been in your fields, I'm adjusting this crown. Call me your majesty, either that or your tragedy. We shutting everything down. I've been hot like somebody put a candle on. Off top, I don't really stand opponents, this mine. The moment is run out and start a bunch of pandemonium. More game, I got some, the skill is by one, y'all done, the game in the coffin. Referee screen, rest in peace, and think twice if you next to me, it's West. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean, this for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking and talk to me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, champion. It's our repetition, I'm stacking these trophies, I'm good with addition. I spit like a pastor, I give you the vision. Up early morning, enough of the sleeping. My life is a dream, but you wishing you lived it. Haters get livid, my pocket's Pacific, that's deep if you get it. So therapeutic, I sleep on the critics. Don't feel like competing, I'm hearing these crickets. Whoa, let me switch the flow, a new bounce. Coming to the den with a lion, I'm gon' pounce. Know I've been a king for a while, got a ring and a crown. That's the bling with the blow, what the team is about. Champions, you can tell by the ambience of this sound. Referee screen, rest in peace, and think twice if you never see me, it's no doubt. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. If you talking and talk to me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean, this for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking and talk to me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, champion.
Great Monday, guys. Great Monday. I'm back here in the basement. Glad to be back in here with my NFL roundtable paraphernalia. Y'all see it? Huh? Y'all see what it says? NFL roundtable promoting the show. Shout out to my man Taylor Bell for the swag. Guys, it's Monday. Monday after a great Sunday of playoff football, after a great a week on Friday and Saturday of college football. We had college football on Thursday. You know, we had the opportunity to see Penn State go against Notre Dame. Congratulations to Notre Dame for making it to the championship game. And then following up on Friday, we got the opportunity of watching the Texas Longhorns go against the Ohio State Buckeyes. Shout out to the Buckeyes. Guys, we had a lot of big-time football this weekend. I ain't gonna front. We did. We also, in the meantime, had some college basketball, right? We did have some college basketball that was played as well. My Kentucky Wildcats bounced back from losing to Georgia on Tuesday, turn around and beat them boys on Saturday against Mississippi State. Big win on the road. It wasn't easy. It wasn't pretty, but it had to happen. So we had that opportunity of watching that. College football is about to come to its end, unfortunately. You know, all good things have to come to an end, and college football is about to do that. We're going to get a championship game, a matchup between two historic college programs, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame and the Ohio State Buckeyes will play for the national champions on Monday. Well, not Monday, the 20th, whatever the 20th is. Oh, I'm sorry. It is on Monday, guys. I apologize. It is on Monday. It's on the 20th. Dr. King's birthday. We will be celebrating. Hopefully. I'm going to say it now, guys. I'm rooting for Notre Dame. The reason why I'm rooting for Notre Dame, because I don't like Ohio. I don't like what they said. I don't like Ohio State because of what they said about the SEC. I'm SEC through and through. And I don't like what that number 24 from the Ohio State said. Even though my football team is not competitive in SEC, we are competitive in basketball in SEC. But I still got to ride and carry the flag for the SEC. Unfortunately, nobody will be representing. Nobody. And it's just unfortunate. My man, Epic Ghost Reaper. Shout out to you, brother. Glad you could make it. Welcome to the basement / the NFL Roundtable. Welcome, my guy. But with that being said, man, hey, look, I came from, I said it. If Ohio State wins, I said they're gonna win it all. Now, I think Ohio State gonna win it all, even beat Notre Dame. But I'm rooting for Notre Dame. That young guy, man, I remember when they first announced him to get the job. There's a lot of doubters. And the doubters grow even more after they lost to Northern Illinois. I don't know. They slept on the man. They gave that man hell, gave him a hard time. But at the end of the day, man, that guy took care of business. He put his head down and grinded it out. And now he's going to get the opportunity of playing for the championship. My man Epic Ghost, you said, you do football bets like higher or lower? I do football bets. I usually use DraftKings, sometimes FanDuel, but mostly DraftKings. Unfortunately, I've lost more than I won this year. I've spent my last $7 trying to go for the perfect regular season, and I didn't happen again. Now, guys, I only got one season where I got all of them right. All 16 teams right, I got. Now, I came close. I got one week, I got 15. 1 week, I got 14. But I got that 160, and that week I didn't put no change on the line. Shame on me. The week I don't do it, I win it all. That's crazy. But in my little side thing that we have in our workplace, we have a pot we do every week, and I pay for the season. I end up winning. End up clearing house. Of course, my beautiful wife benefited from it. Because we went out to eat that week. Shout out to her. But with that being said, yes, I do. Like I said, I haven't been doing good. Now, what I normally like to do, I usually don't try to go over 5 teams. But, I tried it because I had, it was the last week of the regular season, and I don't like to leave any money in the balance because I don't bet on the basketball, the NBAs, or the college basketball, and I don't mess with the playoffs at all for obvious reasons because I don't think it always plays fair in the playoffs. But in the regular season, that's where I usually do it. So yes, Epic Ghost Reaper, I do that. Higher, lower, I don't know about that. I don't mess with that. I just go straight up, either with the spread or just straight up money line. That's the only two I really mess with. Don't mess with the prop bets. I did a couple times to say I did it, but not a big fan of it. So haven't been successful on it, so I'll leave that alone. Big Smooth, what's going on, brother? Glad to see you today. Funny meme, 1093, what's happening? But yes, I don't mess with it too much, especially the higher, lower. I don't deal with that at all. And the prop bets, like I said, I did it a couple times. Wasn't successful at it. I tapped out. But let's get back to it. Again, like I said, college football's come to an end. This Monday's gonna be the championship game. I'll be interested. Let me know in the chat. Who are y'all rooting for? Are y'all rooting for the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame? Or y'all gonna go with the more favorite win is the Ohio State Buccaneers? Which one are you going for? Like I said, I think Ohio State's gonna win, but I am rooting for Notre Dame. We'll see. We'll see. I tell you this. The playoff has been very interesting. All the lower seeds have been winning. Make sense. I'm just trying to figure it out. So if you was a better man, you need to pick all the lower seeds, and you would have had a hell of a bag at the end of it. Now, with that being said, we had to look. As far as the college playoff results, who knows what's going to happen? Like I said, I'm interested to see what y'all stance is on it. Where do y'all feel like it's going to end up landing? I mean, can Notre Dame end up pulling off the upset? You know what I'm saying? Can they pull off the games in Atlanta? Neither team has a considerable hometown favorite. One's from Indiana, the other one's from Ohio. Both a little distance from the other. But if you look at it, Ohio State is a 8th seed. And Notre Dame's a 7th. Like I said, all the lower seeds have been winning. Penn State was a 6. Notre Dame was a 7. They won. Ohio State was an 8. Texas was a 5, and Ohio State won. So if we're going to finish all the way out through the championship game, Ohio State should win. They the lower seed. Like I said, all the lower seeds won. That's how it's been. 7:30, guys. 7:30 Eastern. On ESPN. That's where the game's going to be played. Like I said, at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Great stadium, man. I remember watching it get built when I went to a Atlanta and New Orleans games. That was I guess a season before the last, before they moved into the new stadium. But they was in the process of building right next door. So I got to see the framework when I was down there of the stadium. Now, I've been to Atlanta since then, but I haven't been in a downtown area to see the stadium. But what I've seen of it on the outside looking in, and what I've seen of it on TV, it looks great. I'm gonna definitely have to make sure I get down there. Definitely make sure I have to get down there, and especially if the Bears play Atlanta this season. I don't know. I got the new schedule. Let's see. We're gonna look at it right now. As y'all can tell, we do not play Atlanta, but that's okay. But our home schedule looks nice. I like the Detroit Green Bay game. I like those two games. Who knows who's going to be our coach, but we're going to talk about that a little bit later on in the show. But we do play New Orleans, but we do not get the opportunity to play Atlanta this season. So no. As y'all see the away games, we play at Baltimore. We play at Cincinnati. I might go to that game. That might be the game I go to. Also, we had the Reds. Let me take that back, guys. Let's be politically correct. We have the Washington Commanders on the road. That'll be a good one. For some reason, we playing San Francisco on the road again. This will be 2 seasons in a row we playing San Francisco on the road. I don't understand that, but that's just that's the way it lines up. We play Cleveland at home. We got the Cowboys at home. We got the Pittsburgh at home. We got the Giants and the Saints at home. Hey, man, that's a hell of a schedule we got. A hell of a schedule. Looking forward to it. I don't know who's going to be our coach. Like I said, we will definitely talk about it a little bit later on in the show when we get to the NFL side of things. But with that being said, my man, Harry Adams, he said, man, I'm coming in. I'm rooting for Notre Dame. I got Notre Dame. Notre Dame can get him. What are y'all talking about? That's what he's pretty much saying. I made my first video. Well, shout out to you, Funny Memes. Shout out to you. My man Big Smooth said, hey, I'm going OHIO, Ohio, the Ohio State. That's who he said he's riding with. I don't know what y'all talking about. J-Dub, I know Notre Dame knocked out your boys. I know Notre Dame knocked out your boys. They knocked out Penn State. So with that being said, are you riding with Penn State? Are you going against Penn State because you a loyal Big Ten guy? Which side of the fence you gonna fall on, brother? I'm just interested. Guys, do me a favor. While y'all here, if y'all take the opportunity right now, do me a solid and hit that like button for your man. If you do that for me, I greatly appreciate it. If you don't do it, shame on you. I'm just saying. B Smooth said, who you rooting for? Look here, man. I won't Notre Dame to win, but my reality says it's going to be Ohio. Like I said, if you look at it, all the lower seeds have been winning, and they moved on. J-Dub said, it's all good, brother. It's all good. Like the lovely moderator says, make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe, and share the stream. If you want to donate, hit the cash tab. Or I have a super chat button that you're more than welcome to hit that too. Either way, I will greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the donation. I promise you I appreciate it. Look at here. He said, most likely I'll ride with Ohio State. The reason why? Because Notre Dame beat my boys. So for those who don't know, my man J-Dub is a Penn State. He's Pennsylvania all the way through and through. He's riding with Penn State, but Penn State let him down like Penn State normally does. They always come up short. Shout out to the nippy lads, man. It's all good, though. It's all good. But yes, deep in my heart, I really want Notre Dame to win. I want them to win, like I said, because of what that young man, I don't even know what I just remember his number. I seen a clip on IG, you know what I'm saying, talking that trash. And I really want his team to lose. Now, unfortunately, he won't lose to the SEC team because he's talking that trash. Because the one that we had represent left, they came up short. Texas, you fake SEC team, you trash. But nonetheless, we're not going to hold that against them because they new in the league. So, you know, we got to try to give them a little grace. But with that said, I won't Notre Dame to beat I want them to split their wigs, beat them to the white meat. Now, my mind, I know where they won't. I think they're gonna get. I think Notre Dame gonna get curved stuff. Notre Dame gonna get curved stuff. But I promise you, I will be cheering for Notre Dame all the way, regardless. My man Jay Dub said, "Nah, bro." He said, "I like Ohio State better than Notre Dame." Now, look, I know why. Let's keep it real, because Ohio State beat the dog snot out of your team. Don't sit there and act like they didn't. Come on, J Dub. I'm just saying, brother. But man, look, I think it's gonna be a great game. It should be a for sure interesting matchup. Marcus Freeman, who once played for Ohio State back in the days, alumni, you know what I'm saying, played defense, really knows what the Ohio State and how much it means to them in that program. So I'm sure his heart's going to be is torn between the two. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the team that he's, you know, is currently coaching, but yet his alma mater, he's coaching against. Hey, man, that's got to be a great feeling. As a coach, what not better feeling than get the opportunity to play for a national championship and playing against a team that you once played for. You once sacrificed blood, sweat, and tears, and you get that opportunity to play for them. But now you get the opportunity to play against them, coach against them, and possibly beat them for the national championship. Man, that's got to be a great feeling. Only if I could be so lucky, right? But let me not go any further without recognizing this super chat from my man, one of the biggest haters on this side of the Mississippi, Big Ant 11. Shout out to you. I have to say, shout out to Big Ant 11 for the $10 super chat. He didn't have to, he chose to. And Big Ant, I promise you, I appreciate the blessing. Not only that, thank you for your service, brother. You know, I say it every time, and I'm going to continue to do it because, man, for men and women who make those type of sacrifices, for those who give me the opportunity of speaking freely on this type of platform, hey, man, I'm blessed and appreciative. I promise you that. But he says with this hateful ass super chat, he said, didn't the Birds lose to Notre Dame too? Go to hell, Big Ant 11. It's impossible for us to lose to Notre Dame because they're a college team. But since you want to take your sorry ass shots at me, only way you could do it is if you send it through a super chat. Take all the shots you need, as long as you send it through a super chat. You got to pay to take shots at your boy and some of his views and comments. Don't do it for free because I ain't going to recognize you. Well, shout out to Big Ant 11, man, for the $10 super chat. He didn't have to, he chose to, and I appreciate the blessings. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. But, man, let's keep it going, man. Look, this is going to be a great game. Unfortunately, the game's going to be on as I'm going to be on. And now I got to compete with the college. But you know what? He's not afraid. I ain't never scared. Shout out to Bone Crusher. I ain't never scared, huh? I compete with him. I'm going to beat him out. Make sure every one of y'all here who's here tonight, y'all here on Monday night, and we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Look here, somebody asked me one time, man, won't you do play-by-play while the game's going? Man, I wish I could, man. But, man, if I do it, they're going to strike my channel. And I'm a small channel. I'm nothing big. I'm nothing major. I'm out here just trying to come up. I'm trying to make it. So I need for you guys to make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe. And if y'all haven't subscribed, do me a solid. Do that for me. And if you know someone who's into sports like I'm into sports, and I'm sure like you other viewers into sports, man, make sure you share this program, man. Share it with them. Let them know, man. Come over to the NFL Roundtable. Come over to the Basement Sports Recap, and we're going to have fun in this bad boy. Hold on for a second. I need to sneeze, man. Whew. I apologize, guys. I had to calm down. Y'all didn't want to see that. I didn't want to see a brother sneezing online, did you? Of course you didn't. Man. I don't know, man. The thing about the Notre Dame team is, man, they're a scrappy type team. I heard on the radio, man, said they got 1 5-star on that whole offense. I mean, that whole team. They got 1 5-star. I bet if we look at that daggone Ohio State roster, they're going to have about 45 5-stars on that roster. I promise you they do. Half their roster is probably 5-star. Some of the backups are 5-stars. The backups of the backups are 5-star. That's how they roll that Ohio State. They get them like that. So, that being said, man, it's going to be a fight. These young men from South Bend, Indiana, are going to have their hands full. But look, I hope they win, man. I'm praying. Come on. My mom was Catholic. Well, she was Catholic. She passed. I'm sorry. My mom was Catholic. My grandmother was Catholic. My great-grandmother was Catholic. Now, of course, I wasn't Catholic. I wasn't raised Catholic. But I did go to church at a Catholic church a couple times. But I'm asking for all the prayer warriors who are Catholic, pray for this win for Notre Dame. Do us a solid. Beat these sorry Buckeyes. Man, I got a couple buddies of the Buckeyes too. I ain't gonna front. You ain't gonna be able to tell them nothing. You know, they ain't won since Jim Tressel walked through that door, and he ain't walked through that door in a long time. But they also won with Urban Meyer. I don't even know if we should count that, man. But he cheats. That's a different subject. We're going to leave that man alone. My man Mark come through. He said the Eagles are winning. The Eagles are winning all the way. I think I know what you meant. Going all the way, but it's all good. He said, we Eagles fans here. Green Pickles, 42. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you and the Eagles. But as far as my man Mark Friedman, for those who don't know, the Bears are interested in interviewing the man for a possible head coaching job. Now, I think it's asking a lot for this man to come from 3 years head coach to the NFL. I don't know if it's a really serious interview or just inquiring or whatever the case may be. I think he's a good coach. I would love to have him as a head coach. I don't know how serious the Bears are because right now, excuse me, right now we lined up to interview 20 guys for the coaching job. I mean, shit. You know what I'm waiting on? I'm waiting on my email saying I get an opportunity to interview for the Bears coaching position. Everybody else is getting a position. Everybody else getting an opportunity. Everybody else getting an interview. Why can't he get an interview? Why can't I be a part of the interviewing process? I got Wi-Fi. I got internet. Send me a virtual opportunity, Chicago Bears. I want to interview. I think I can do a just enough good job, if not better, than what Matt Eberflus did. I could lose. I know how not to coach a team. I could do that. Let me quit saying that because I might mess around, check my email, and got an interview. With that being said, my man Big and 11 come through with another $10 super chat. He got more hate from me. He got more criticism. He got more shots to take at your boy. And with that being said, Big and 11 said, you went to church? Come on now. You? Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Hold on a damn minute. What you trying to say, Big Al? First thing first, let me say this. Shout out to you and for this $10 super chat. You didn't have to, but you chose to. And I appreciate the blessings. Thank you, sir. But I'm not going to let you get away with sound like I'm a complete 100% heathen now. Yes, your boy went to church. I am a believer. Don't do that to me now. Don't make me sound like I'm some old sacrilegious type man. That is not me. And guess what? When I went through church, my skin didn't start burning and didn't start melting or nothing like that. I didn't start feeling some type of way, dizzy, and no smoke came off my body when I walked through the great doors. Don't do me like that. Now let me say this. I'm gonna tell you. Let me give you a little story. Let me give you a little story. But before I give you the story, y'all do me a favor. Everybody here right now, do me a favor. Take the time out. Make sure you hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. And I appreciate the chat interaction. Thank you guys for interacting in the chat. I appreciate it. There was one time where I felt like my skin was burning when I walked through the church, and I was a young boy. It was one night we used to hang out. Well, when we was I stayed with my grandmother out in the country. My cousins, they was all older than me, probably about 2 years, some 3 years older than I was. And I used to run with them. I think I was about 14, maybe 15 at the time. We were hanging in the barbershop. My uncle had a barbershop in the garage. And we would hang in the barbershop. Just hang out there, man, just chilling, talking, shooting shit, man. Talk about whatever, girls, games, sports, movies, whatever. We in there chilling, but we sipping. We in there drinking. We got some beers. We got some gin. We got the juice and Coke, mixing it up. Well, guys, we ran out of ice. And wasn't trying to make a run. And I still wanted to drink. So guess what your boy did? Boy said, hey, I ain't worried about no mixer. I'm drinking this thing straight. Got this. Saturday night, we throwing them back. We throw them back. We. But guys, I didn't make it. Guys, I didn't make it. I was praying to the porcelain God. Saying, man, I ain't never doing this shit. Now I know y'all know some people, man, that probably said about 20 or 30 times, still was hitting that bottle hard. I'm telling you, I promise you, I know a few. But man, when I tell you I meant that, I meant every bit of it. Man, I was hurt. Guess what? I had to go to church next morning. You know, when grandma said, you gotta get them go to church, she already knew what was up. She knew. Praying that point of God, man, I had to get myself together. I swear. I think my dad changed his whole sermon got changed because he got that call. He got that call. Man, your son drunk. He go over to church. So I'm sitting in the back of the church, right? Just in case I had to have a rematch with that porcelain God. In case that me and that porcelain God had to have a one-on-one again, I was back in the church, so I could just run out the back, go to the bathroom, and let it loose. Well, I was crying early. Probably for another hour and a half. Church probably about 2 hours. Hour and a half, I was in and out of the bathroom, throwing up. Face all in the toilet, just letting all last night hanging. Man, it was over. It got the best of me. And boy, when I said I ain't never gonna drink again, I meant every bit of that. Guys, I never drunk since that day. That time was my last time I ever got drunk. Didn't drink since. Still to this day. I'm 49 years old. Over 30-something years ago, I ain't drunk since. I'm 30 years sober, guys. That guys looked like I was a heavy, hard drinker. I wasn't. But you little something, man. Now, that wasn't the only thing that really deterred me from drinking too. I watched family members go through it. I lost a cousin from a drunk driver. That really affected me. Also, my uncle passed away because of alcohol. So just little things like that really helped the situation. It was, it's funny. It's funny. Guys, do me a favor. Like I said, do me a solid and make sure you guys are hitting that like button, right? Then you got haters. So you were sober rooting for the Teddy Bears? Jesus Christ. My man Big Ed 11 said, you ain't miss anything. I know that's right. I know that's right. Well, look, Big Ed 11, I'm glad I didn't because I probably saved myself a lot of money. Because the drinks, the alcohol that I was exposed to and was drinking wasn't cheap. It was expensive. It wasn't the cheap drinks at all. I promise you that. But with that being said, man, that's just part of my life. It was just part of my life. But let's get back to it. Since my man wants to talk this MVP stuff with Lamar and all that, and just because they won a meaningless playoff game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look here, man. Lamar had a good season this year. I ain't gonna front. Lamar had a good season. Shout out to Lamar Jackson. But he's not the MVP. Because that big bully he has to go against in the playoff, Josh Allen, that's the MVP right there. Now, I remember the last time they played Josh Allen in the playoff, and it didn't end well for Lamar. Look, there's two guys left he can't beat. It's Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. Both standing his way to make it to the Super Bowl. Lamar has yet to beat either one of them guys in the playoffs. Regular season, he could beat them. But when it comes time to playoff, when the chips are down and the game's on the line, he can't do it. He turtles up. But shout out to Lamar Jackson. Best regular season quarterback out there, I guess. Let world class let it be known. But reality says in playoffs, not that good. He's like us heathens. We fall short in the eyes of the Lord at times. I'm just saying. But with that being said, let me recognize my man dedicated to my children's future with the $2 super chat. He didn't have to. He chose to. And I appreciate the blessings. Thank you, sir. He said, for the Chicago Bears friend. Come on, man. Come on, man. Is this what we doing? Dedicated, is this what we doing? Since I said something about the Baltimore, is this for the Chicago Bears fans, terrorists, we want to help? Is that what we doing now? I give him credit for this. He abide by the rules. He's sitting in the super chat taking a shot. For some reason, world class can't do that. World class is a Baltimore Ravens fan who can't follow directions. He gonna take shots, but he want to get it in there for free. That ain't what we doing. If you're gonna take shots at your boy, at least pay me to take shots at me. I don't mind. I'm a grown man. I can handle it. But man, at least throw a little something on the kitty. He said what? He says what he said. He said, what's the rules? He said, if you want to take shots at me on my teams, no problem. But you got to send it in a super chat. Don't take shots at me for free. At least pay me to take your shot. Damn it. And make sure you hit that like button. See, world class is the type, he'll come here, he ain't going to hit the like button. He's going to talk bad to me, talk slick, talk about how his guy's the MVP. First he told me Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry ain't no MVP. He ain't even the lead rusher in the NFL. My man Saquon Barkley is. I'm just saying. But nonetheless, if you're going to take shots at your boy, send it in the super chat. Huh? Do me a solid. Hey, it don't have to be some. You could send it in a cash app. Either way, it's all good. I definitely appreciate it. I promise you I will. But guys, do me a solid again. Like I said, I'm going to keep pushing this. Do me a favor. And make sure you guys hit the like button. If you got friends that you know like to watch sports, ladies and gentlemen, and the children. You know, I'm a fan for the children. If these young bloods, these young men and young ladies, they into sports and you want to see something and hear from somebody who is child-friendly, who doesn't curse a lot, at least I try. And if I start to do it, y'all pray for me. Y'all pray for me. My grandbaby might be watching this, so I gotta watch my mouth. Sometimes I get off the rails. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm trying. I'm doing better. New Year's resolution: do better with your curse words. Right on. I'm just saying. Do me a solid and make sure you guys share, like, and subscribe, and make sure you hit the like button for my man. Certified asshole right here. I'm sending a cash app request. I remember one time I got caught slipping and paid somebody. Never again. I learned it my hard way. It was probably about just $5. That's all it was. But, you know, it is what it is. They got me. Now, imagine somebody sends a bunch of $5 requests. I mean, people didn't got over on him. I hope I wasn't the only one. I might have been the only fool. He caught me slipping. And then I had the nerves to say, "Send it back." I knew I wouldn't get my damn money back. Look at working like I knew I would get my money back, but I had the nerves to send it out anyway, just to see if his heart was right. And his heart right. He was a heathen. Shame on him. May he burn in hell for his heathenness and conniving ways. I'm just saying. Hey, guys. The NFL playoff, first round, we had a couple close games, right? He had a couple of them. You know what I'm saying? That Philadelphia and Green Bay wasn't that close. I mean, Philadelphia had that in hand the whole time. I mean, it's to the point where they talking about firing their coach. Now, I don't agree with it because to me, I don't think Jordan Love's that good. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't think Jordan Love's that good. I'm just saying. I don't think Jordan Love's that good. I think he's an efficient quarterback. He's an average quarterback. He's not Aaron Rodgers. He's not Brett Favre. He's not in the long list of quarterbacks that they had, prior to him, for sure. But, he's okay. You know what I'm saying? But they got the weapons. I think they got a decent running back in Josh Jacobs. They got some decent receivers. Unfortunately, they lost a couple of them. They lost one against us, Christian Watson, and then they lost my man, I think, Reed, in the playoff game. So they was pretty beat up going into that game. So that's probably why they end up losing. But let's go through the scores. So like I was talking about the Eagles and the Packers. Eagles ended up winning that game and advancing in the playoffs, 22-10. We had the Washington Commanders in a close game with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But guess what? Them boys went on the road. James Daniels went on the road, took care of business. Shout out to James Daniels and the Washington Commanders, winning 23-20. We had the Buffalo Bills, who embarrassed the Denver Broncos, 31-7. Good Lord Jesus, as my man Boosie would say. It wasn't even close. It was embarrassing. Another game that was really wasn't close at all was the Houston Texans against the Los Angeles. I was going to say San Diego. So used to them being San Diego, it's hard to kind of move with the times. But the Los Angeles Chargers goes down to the Houston Texans, 32-12. And then, of course, we had the sorry Baltimore Ravens beating up on the lowly Pittsburgh Steelers, who lost like 6 games in a row. Started off at 10-3, ended up the season at 10-9. Jesus Christ. Poor guys. They it's rough on old Pittsburgh. They talk about firing their coach. Now, I don't completely agree with it, but I guess it's one of those things. After you watch Bill Belichick get fired, they say they didn't release him, but say what you want. He got fired. If Bill Belichick get fired, anybody can get that smoke. Look, let me talk about that one time. Jared Mayo, I thought he got railroaded. I thought they sold my man a bill of goods, saying he's gonna be the next coach in waiting. And they crapped on my man. And what they did to him as far as 1 year, knowing how bad they really was, we knew that was coming. We knew it was going to be a bad season. But the fact that they fired him after one season, man, that's nasty work right there. That's nasty work. Guys, do me a solid. While y'all here, make sure y'all hit that like button. I just think they did that man a disservice. Look, the Crafts made some mistakes these past few years. I think firing Bill Belichick was a mistake, truth be told. But then to turn around and hire Jerry Mayo and only keep him for 1 year and then fire him, that was bad. It's not like he's somebody who y'all not familiar with. He played for the Patriots. Blood, sweat, and tears for the Patriots. And you crap on him like that after one season? Yeah, that's a bad deal, man. That is a bad deal. And if I was Jerry Mayo, I would definitely have a bitter taste in my mouth. I would definitely feel some type of way after getting done like that. It's not cool. It's not cool. And unfortunately, that's what happens in the league. I give you another one. Antonio Pierce. He had 1 year and I guess a year and a half, and the Raiders fired him. Let me say this, guys. It's hard for black coaches in the NFL to get head coach jobs. It's not easy. But to let him go after 1 year, man, that's nasty work right there. That's rough, man. And so now this man has a stain on his record, on his resume. You know, for your team to go like 4-13, it's not good. I think no. Let me check it. 5-12. I think they end up 5-12. They end up winning that last game. So for that to happen, man, y'all knew it wasn't gonna be a good season. You relying on the rookie quarterback, right? You relying on the team that lost a lot of players. You traded off Judon to the Atlanta Falcons. Y'all traded off a cornerback. I forgot where he ended up. But you lost a lot of weapons. Y'all didn't have no receivers before Bill left, and you still have no receivers now. You know. You pretty much had a team full of nobodies. And you expect a miracle? You expect a miracle to happen? That's not what's going to happen, man. It's not how it's going to end up going down. So with that being said, man, I just think he got a raw deal. And how they treated a man. I don't think they did that man they just did that man a disservice, truth be told. And I think he deserves better, but they surely didn't give him that. So, shame on New England. I don't care for New England at all. I'm not a New England fan. So I don't care what happens to them. You know what I'm saying? For all I care, they lose every game. I just know the last time we played New England, the big game, didn't fare well. You know what I'm saying? It didn't fare well for your boys. But with that being said, we're going to keep it going. I think Antonio Pierce is going to land on his feet. I think he's going to get an assistant job probably in the near future. And what I'm hearing, saying Deion Sanders is a possible interest as a head coaching job. Now, of course, they're looking at Ben Johnson as well as the Bears. And I know Tom Brady's a minority owner. I'm having questions on that, man, because this man is a minority owner, and he's getting the opportunity to announce games. That seems like I don't know. I just think it's kind of bad because Tom Brady's gonna get to announce the Detroit game when they play the Washington Commanders on Fox, and he's looking at Ben Johnson as a possible head coach. He's part of the hiring process, and yet he still get to call games. To me, it's gonna call conclusion. Concluding whatever y'all know what I mean. That's crazy, man. How is that okay? How is that fair that he gets that opportunity to do that? He's going to be in a hiring process, yet he gets to go out and call the games of a guy that's possible candidate as a head coach of the team that he's a minority owner of. Yeah, the NFL need to look into that. How does that work? I don't know. Definitely, like my man J Dub said, it's definitely a conflict of interest. But we know when it comes to Tom Brady, everything's fair and love and war. They always look the other way when it comes to that guy, don't they? I'm just saying. Travel One comes through with her comments. She said, Mrs. Hink and Hink at the basement. A quick flyby for greetings for Mr. and Mrs. Hink, and enjoy your evening. Your 1 year anniversary approaching, hint, hint, hink. Enjoy your evening together. There you are. Well, it's not to August, but I understand what you mean. Shout out to Travel One. Hopefully on your fly over, you hit the like button for me. Huh? If you haven't hit the like button, shame on you, Travel One. You doing flybys, but not hit the like button? Come on now. That's some nasty work too. I'm just saying. But look here, guys. As far as the playoffs, the next round matchup, man, is going to be definitely interesting. We got the Kansas City Chiefs going against the Houston Texans. We got the Detroit Lions going against the Washington Commanders. We got the Baltimore Ravens going against the Buffalo Bills. And we will know the results tonight of the Minnesota Rams game, which starts at 8 o'clock. The winner will get to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I think it's going to be the Minnesota Vikings, right? I think the Minnesota Vikings are going to pull out the win over the Los Angeles Rams. And let me say this. I could see a Detroit and Minnesota NFC Championship, a rematch of Week 18 matchup between the Minnesota and Detroit. Now, unfortunately, I don't think Minnesota's going to be able to beat them because Minnesota's defense is a little banged up right now. And look, they might have a hard time going against the Rams. I know they definitely going to have a hard time against Philadelphia Eagles. But my prediction for the season, my prediction right now still stands that it is. Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions are going to be in the Super Bowl. And I have the Kansas City Chiefs winning the third Super Bowl. Is it going to come to fruition? I don't know. But man, look, you're going to have a hard out when you're dealing with Patrick Mahomes and especially Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce really shows up in the playoffs, man. That dude shows up. He didn't have the best regular season this year. His stats really wasn't up to par, but in the postseason, that dude's a baller. Quinn said fake support. Maybe so. He said, Mrs. Hinkle, that's great. All the best for you and Hink. Jared Harris said Rams win. We will see. We will see. Is that going to be the case? Is that going to be a case? My man J Dub said playoff money time. What you saying, J Dub? What are you saying? Is that your money riding on Philly all the way? He said ban Jared. Oh. I'm just saying. Steve Jackson said they're going to win. What's that say? They're going to win. They fall Super Bowl. I don't know. Who we talking about? Are you talking about the Philadelphia gonna win the Super Bowl? Is that who's gonna win the Super Bowl? You have to help me out. Ernestine, you have to help me out. You talking about old school name right there. Ernestine. Man, come on, man. That's an old school name. Now, the last person I know named Ernestine was from high school. Her and my brother used to date. Her nicknames was Dimples, because she got these big old dimples. And she would smile all the time. That's the last Ernestine that I ever knew. But you talking about, that's an old school name right there, boy. Old school. Now, you ain't gonna see too many Ernestines now. But back in the days, yeah, there was some Ernestines around. I'm just saying. So, Ernestine, I'm asking because I want to know who you saying is gonna win the Super Bowl. Are you saying Philadelphia is gonna win the Super Bowl? I hope you ain't saying Minnesota. Minnesota's trash. I don't care what Quentin said. Quentin's crazy. Y'all forgive Quentin. Quentin had a shot at Wilford Reserve when he got off work, talking that mess. They gonna lose tonight. Let's go Rams. I'm just saying. I'm cheering for the Rams tonight just because Quentin had some slick stuff to say to me. You ain't gonna keep talking slick to me. I'm gonna still cheer for your team. No, sir. That's not what's happening. That's not what's happening. But look here. Let me say this one more thing about the games. Not a fan of the Washington Commanders, but I am a fan of Jaden Daniels. I like what he's done. This young man is a man, an upstanding citizen, man, has a smile to fill the room. He comes in with a good heart and a good lineage. For the clip I seen of how they treated him after he left Arizona, you know what I'm saying? Say, who's Jaden? Who's Jaden Daniels? You know, just taking shots at the man. Man went down there to LSU, not only won, but won a Heisman Trophy. Now he's in the NFL doing things with the Washington Commanders, winning a playoff game. Shout out to that brother. I'm happy for that young man and wish him nothing but the best. Good luck to them in every game until he plays my team, and I hope they get blown out. I'm just saying. Guys, do me a favor. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Make sure you guys are hitting the like. Okay, here we go. Ernestine said the Kansas City Chiefs gonna win the 4th Super Bowl this year. Y'all better respect my pick. That's what Ernestine said. I don't care what y'all talk about. Y'all talking all the way around my team, but you better put some respect on Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and my man, my man, Holmgren, who looks like Holmgren, but that ain't really his name. He look like Mike Holmgren. Guys, I remember I see Mike Holmgren, then I see my man, Kansas City coach. What's his name? I forgot his damn name now. Jesus Christ. What's his name? Y'all help me out in the chat. What's Kansas City's coach name? I had a brain freeze. I'm sorry. Y'all help me out. Y'all remind me of his name. I forgot his name. But man, I swear I thought they was brothers. I thought they was some kin. And the crazy thing, they was on the same staff at one time in Green Bay. He was an assistant coach. I thought they was kin. They're not kin at all. But I'm just saying. If the game, he said, if the game starts to look bad, I won't be a fan either. Dang. That's crazy. Brandon said, school Vikings. I think he means screw Vikings. Let's win the game. Freezing cold take. Ernestine, have you, do me a favor. Have you hit that like button yet? If you haven't hit that like button, what are you waiting on? And hopefully you subscribe. Hopefully you are subscribed to the channel. And if not, shame on you. Shame on you if you haven't subscribed. But let me make sure I do this. I like to make sure I do this. For those on the side of watching it overall for the NFL Roundtable, make sure y'all subscribe, but also make sure y'all subscribe to the Sports Recap, the basement, Ink of the Basement. So make sure y'all guys check that out. But for those guys on this side who hasn't subscribed to the NFL Roundtable, I'll drop the link in the chat right there. I'll make sure y'all hit that link and make sure y'all subscribe. Do that for your boy. I appreciate that. As far as the Minnesota game tonight, the Minnesota Vikings is on the road at the Rams. Unfortunately, the Rams are not getting to play in Los Angeles due to the obvious the wildfires that are going on down there. God, it's dangerous down there, man. And I hate seeing it. I've been to California a few times. I went to Ontario, California. I got the opportunity to visit San Diego, California. Ontario was trash. I ain't gonna front. Jesus Christ. Ontario was trash. And it was going, I was down there for my daughter's high school graduation. And I was staying in Ontario. Now, Ontario was probably about an hour away from the city where my daughter went to high school at. So I would always have to drive about an hour and a half. But, you know, it was well worth it. So got the opportunity to go to stay in Ontario I was down there for 4 days. I was in San Diego, probably about the same time, about the same length of time, about 4 days. Got the opportunity to go to San Diego and hang out there. Beautiful city. Had a lot of great historian stuff. Nice naval pier down there. I really enjoyed it. Had a good time, guys. If you ever get the opportunity to go to San Diego, California, make sure y'all do that. Now it's expensive, it's not cheap, but they got a great beach, a lot of great scenery. Like I said, I like the naval pier. They have a lot of historic monuments down there. They have great naval base down there. They do have that too as well. But I enjoyed my time in California. But unfortunately, right now it's not too enjoyable on certain parts of California. And the people are going through it, man. And I hate to see that for them people, man. I really do, man. So y'all make sure y'all keep your prayers out for them, the people in California. Make sure y'all pray for the individuals in California, the people who have to be there and suffer through that, man. Pray for them. And if you have any family members, make sure you check on them. If you have any friends or loved ones, man, make sure you check on them. Because that's rough, man, to see all of that go down. It really is. It really is. I hate to see that. But look, I don't want to end the show on a down note. With that being said, I will be doing a Wednesday show, guys. I will be doing a Wednesday show. And also, my son does have a game tomorrow. So for those who are subscribed to my channel, make sure y'all look out in the community page. I will be dropping the link. So in case for you guys who want to support by watching my son play basketball tomorrow against IUPUC. He plays for Indiana Southeast. IUSE. Indiana Southeast is who he plays for. So, but they playing against it's a conference game they have tomorrow. They playing against IUPUC. So for those who want to support by watching him and cheering him on, I appreciate it. He is the number 4. Check him out. He plays. He's all right. He has the moments. He all right. I want him to shoot more. I keep telling him, man, shoot the ball more. So if y'all ever seen the intro, if you look, he's in my intro. Shout out to Ty who put that great thing together of a great intro. Shout out to Ty for that. She put his image in the intro, and I appreciated her doing that. Shout out to her. If you need work done, definitely make sure you hit her up on IG. You slide in her DMs. Make sure you hit up on IG, and you get with her, and I'm sure she could do great work. She does great work. She did my intro for my sports show as well as my Wednesday show. So shout out to her. Shout out to my moderator, one of the best moderators in the world, my wife. We in this thing together. Y'all do me a favor, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Do me a solid and hit that like button. I appreciate it. But with that being said, man, hey, I'm looking forward to continue to put out great content. Guys, thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for being here tonight, man. It was great to do these shows. I love doing these sports shows, man. You know why I love doing sports shows? Because it gets the opportunity of talking about stuff other than relationships, and all this other political stuff. I don't like to talk politics, and I definitely don't get into the religious thing, the back and forth with the religious thing out of politics. I can talk about it, but if I had an option, I prefer just to stay on whatever topic we stay on. I don't mind talking about the relationship aspect, the marriage aspect, finances and all that. I love talking about that too. Because everybody want to make money. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be more well off and well to do, and so I have no problem talking about that. But what I like to talk about the most is sports, man. That's my bread and butter, right? That's where I get most of my comfort level. And over here, I'm gonna definitely talk about football for sure. We're gonna talk about some basketball. And guess what, guys? When the NFL season over with, my wife said, "What are you gonna do when the football season's over with? What are you gonna talk about?" Oh, football season ain't never over, baby. I have to remind her, football's all year round. Now, it may not get talked about as much. You may be not a lot happening, but there's always something happening in the football world. Always. Always. Average man, where you been at, brother? I ain't seen you in a while. You've been hiding out on it, brother. Glad to see you here. When's that game time? For what? Y'all gonna lose. Quentin, you better hit that like button. You better make sure you hit it twice. And don't hit the dislike button. You hit the like button. Oh, man. But guys, with that being said, man, look, I want to say I appreciate every last one of you guys for coming through, man, and rocking with me. I appreciate everyone who come in and drop comments. Let me know what side they fence fall on as far as the Notre Dame and Ohio State game, who their playoff team is and who they think going to be in the playoffs, who's going to win or who's going to lose. My man Jay does said CFL. He said that Canadian football is all the way up. Don't forget the USFL. They play too. My man, I think The Rock still owns a portion of it. The UFL, yeah. I think he still owns it. We'll see. But yeah, we got that. We could talk about that. Look here, football ain't all year round, guys. Look, I'm not gonna let my wife distract me saying, "What you gonna do with football season?" There is no off season. You never heard of that? If you haven't, you heard it today. With that being said, guys, look here. I got some brown beans and cornbread to get to. I'm hungry. I need some nourishment. I can't get this big and sexy off of eating nothing. And your boy hasn't eaten. When I came and do my show, I don't want to make sure I'm hungry. I'm salivating. I'm giving y'all nothing but the best of me when I get on the show, man. But when it's all said and done, your boy needs some nourishment, and I'm hungry. I got to eat. But guys, I just want to say I appreciate every last one of you guys being here. If you haven't done so, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe and you share the show, man. And if you know somebody who into sports just like me and you guys, Make sure you share with your friends, your family, and loved ones, even your enemies, even your baby daddies and your baby mama can get some of this smoke. Tell them come on through. But make sure to hit the like button when they do it. With that being said, I will catch you on the next one. Right on.